welcome back to my channel. So today it's my birthday. Yes, I'm turning 26 and this feels a little bit like a bittersweet kind of moment because I am kind of saying goodbye to my early 20s. Not kind of, but I am saying goodbye to my early 20s. Turning 26 is something that I did not dread, is that even a word? Something that I was not really as afraid of as I was of turning 25. When I was gonna turn 25 last year, I was so stressed and so afraid because I thought by 25 I have to be at a certain point in my life, and I was definitely not there. I was very much below my goals where I wanted to be in life. And now everything has changed in a year. It's really weird. It's really weird to think how much things can change in a year. Back then I was so unsure as to where I was going to be a year from now. I didn't even think about the future. I never think, where am I going to be a year from now? I never think ahead a year. But definitely if someone would have asked me, where do you see yourself at 26? I would have never guessed that I would be here. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but I also don't mean it in a good way. I've made a lot of mistakes in my early 20s, and that's what this video is about. It's about mistakes that I have done in my early 20s and how my life has led to this point, and how, you know, the lessons that I've learned, you know, throughout not only my early 20s, but, you know, maybe my teen years and my university years. So maybe in a year from now, or 5 or 10, I would be able to look back at this video and say, hey, you were at that point in your life and you could have never imagined that you were gonna be at this point now. So I hope you enjoy the video. So the first mistake or lesson that I've learned, actually a mistake that I've done in my early 20s, maybe it's related to the studies that I decided to do. I don't regret studying what I did, but at the same time, I don't know if it was my passion. I think that I didn't do research enough, you know, I just saw it, and it was the first study that I saw, and it was convenient because it was in the city of Rotterdam where I was going to be living, you know, so I just said, hey, I'm going for it. But I'm sure that if I would have done further research, I would have maybe found something that is more suitable to me and my goals and my dreams and my interests. And yeah, so if I could go back, I wouldn't do it differently because I met amazing people, but perhaps I would make sure that I can follow some courses aside. You know, I feel like the years of my university were years that I just wasted. They were in a blink of an eye. Those 3 years were amazing, were so much fun, were so relaxed, you know, living the university life, but at the same time they went to waste. I feel like they went to waste because I didn't do anything extraordinary academic wise, you know, and I do have a lot of goals. I'm a person who has really high goals for herself, and that is because of my anxiety, I think, because I'm always thinking, am I achieving my goals? Am I gonna ever achieve my goals? Why am I so far from my goals? So definitely if I could, I would have done something more that would have made me stand out more, so that when I was searching for a job, recruiters would say, hey, this girl is amazing, she did this and that. And definitely something that I would have done is volunteered. I would have volunteered with some cause related to animals or human rights, but I'm more inclined towards animals. And you know, when I was a student, we did have the opportunity to volunteer. There were so many organizations who opened the door to students of Erasmus University or students in general, and I just feel like, wow, seriously, I didn't do anything with that. I really feel stupid for that. But you live and you learn, and now I'm gonna make sure that 5 years from now I'm not making the same mistake. So one of my goals is to work with animals, and definitely I need to start doing some sort of volunteering work somehow. Sometimes I feel like I'm even in the wrong country because in the Netherlands there's not much animal cruelty, thank God. This is something the Netherlands can be proud of. And there are many other countries where animal situation is just really, really bad, like my own country. So sometimes I feel like, you know, isn't it time to go back and just follow your dreams on the field, you know, like actually saving the animals with your own hands? I don't know, those are just thoughts that I think, and we will see where life takes me. But definitely that's a mistake that I did during my early 20s, not taking the opportunities that I had, like not really like milking out every single opportunity that I had. Another mistake that I have done is not really accepting who I am. And you know, I feel like up until this day I am still trying to figure out who I am exactly. There is nothing wrong with not knowing fully who you are, you know. This life in this life, we're always evolving, we're always learning, and the older I get, the more I know myself, you know. I feel like that is the beauty of getting older, that you actually get closer to yourself and you accept less bullshit, you know, and you just, you know, you see life with other eyes. But you know, when I was younger, I was very insecure. I am still very insecure, extremely insecure, but back then even more. And maybe I hang out with the wrong crowd, and I just wanted to fit in with the wrong people, and I was not really fitting in with those people, and I didn't see who I had. You know, like the things that you had in front of you, the things that you're making click with, you know, the things that you're wasting. I don't know if I make sense of myself, but you know, like definitely trying to be someone that I'm not, that is something that I regret. And also like not showing my personality more. You know, I am a very outspoken person, I am a very bubbly person, I'm a very funny person, so I've heard, you know. It's not like I believe that I'm funny and that I could be a comedian, but my friends have told me that I'm funny. And you know, many times I don't show that to people, and I don't show that because I am in my shell, you know. So that is definitely a mistake that I have done, and I'm not gonna keep doing it. Actually, I don't think I'm doing it anymore. I'm just showing myself as it is, you know, an open book. And this is also what goes in my videos, you know. Maybe I talk so weird, and maybe I curse, or maybe I talk funny or whatever, you know, but it is what it is. I am who I am. And another thing that I've learned, and this is one of the worst mistakes that I've done throughout my teenager years to my early 20s. I mean, I have stopped doing this maybe 3 years ago, is to judge people by their appearance. There is nothing worse than judging people by their appearance, and it's what they say, you know, you cannot judge a book by their cover, and I have never heard something so true. I was so superficial and so shallow growing up, and maybe that was part of my environment. I was in this high school where, you know, looks were the most important, and money was the most important, and being popular was the most important, and that was what I was concerned with. And I lost kind of sense of what actually matters in life, and what matters is what's inside. So for the longest time I was just concerned to being one of the cool kids. You know that song from Echo Smith, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Okay, don't judge my singing, but you know what, I'm not a cool kid. I am not a cool kid. I'm an outcast. I'm just a weirdo. I'm not so weird, you know. It's not like I'm the weirdest of the weirdest in society. There are weirder people than me, but I am not such a cool person. And accepting that goes hand in hand with not judging people by their cover, you know. Another thing that I really regret is choosing comfort over achieving, over getting out of your comfort zone, over working hard. But you know what, like successful people, they really work so hard, you know. They work so hard for their dreams. And for example, a person who would like to be a YouTuber would wake up extra early before work and make a video, or after work and edit and plan, you know, like finding a structure. That is something that I regret, that I don't have a structure in life, and I also never finish what I start. You know, one of my biggest dreams is to write. I'm a very good writer, and to write a book, it's one of my biggest dreams. And there has been many points in my life where I started writing the book. And even when I was constrained to a couch and a bed because I couldn't walk because I was in crutches, I started writing my book, and even then I did not finish it, you know. That is, so consistency and discipline and following your dreams and being a hustler is something that I haven't done so far, and that I really regret, because I really feel like there is a potential in me, but that potential hasn't been exploited to as it could have been exploited. So now that I'm 26, I'm like, whoa, Karen, it's like now or never. It's time to be a hustler. It's time to work for your dreams, and to be disciplined, and to start what you finish, and to really set up goals, you know. Maybe that's a mistake also, and I said this at the beginning of the video, I never think of a year ahead. And in a way, I like living my life like this, because you know what, you never know what is going to happen, and uncertainty is fun, you know, just letting life happen. But it's nice, it's also nice to have a plan. Planning and scheduling and really just putting in the work, just definitely putting in the work that it takes to follow your dreams and to being successful in life. But of course, growing old is not only about mistakes. There's also some things that I'm very proud of myself, and I'm really proud of my change in my personality and my self-love. As I said, I've always struggled with like anxiety, and I'm very self-conscious, and I have low self-esteem. Yeah, you could say so. Yeah, you know, self-love, it has been a hard thing for me since like forever. I don't know why. It's just engraved in my head, and it's something that I have to deal with. But you know what, in the past 4 years I've done a tremendous amount of change, you know, and I've grown so much as a person that I surprised myself, and I'm really proud of myself. And it's really good to say out loud that you're proud of yourself. So Karen, I'm proud of you, girl. And that's so weird to say, to talk to yourself as a third person. You know what, like, I had an anxiety crisis. I just been through one 2 months ago. Maybe I'm still going through it. I'm still on the edge of getting over it, you know. And the thing with anxiety crisis and panic attacks and struggling with self-esteem is that when you get over it, like when you get that outside of that dark cloud, everything feels so much more beautiful in life. Every moment you enjoy more because you know how it feels to be on that dark mindset, how thankful, you know, how precious life is. And with the help of my therapist, I've been in therapy for 3 years now, and with the help of self-love books, with the help of just growing older and more mature, you know, I've changed so much. And before, I think that I really didn't love myself as much, and now I love myself, you know. I can say I love myself every day, one step at a time, you know. It's not like I ever hated myself or like that. No, I was never self-destructive. I never did drugs or whatever, but, you know, I had a lot of issues, and now my issues are much smaller, you know. And I'm sorry that I'm scratching my nose, but it's so itchy. And it's really beautiful to see the amount of growth that has happened through the years, and I guess that's called being maturity and growing older. So that's something beautiful about turning 26. And another thing that I'm really proud of is my relationship to God and my spiritual relationship, like my spiritual journey. You know, I'm much more aware of, first of all, I became close to God, and God has always been present in my life. And look, if you're not religious, I understand. You don't have to be religious, you don't have to believe in the things that I do, you know. Everyone is free to believe whatever they want to believe, but I decide to believe in God. But now my relationship is stronger, and it brings me peace. So, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. And that's the thing, you know, a few years ago I would be ashamed to talk about it, and now I'm not ashamed to say, hey, I believe in God, you know. And you don't have to believe in God, you don't have to believe in anything. I mean, I do hope you believe in something, you know, something spiritual, something bigger than yourself. You can believe in the stars, believe that there is, like, I don't know, like just believe in something. It's much more than us. Believe in chakras and karma and law of attraction, Buddhism, whatever you want to believe, you know, but believe in something and find yourself, like, put yourself in a journey. It's very beautiful to be in a journey, and that is something that I'm really proud of, you know, my spiritual journey, my self-love, self-growth journey, my relationship with God journey. So I'm excited to keep growing old. I've never thought I said this, and actually turning 26 feels much better than turning 25, so I'm really excited about the future. Now, that was it for now. Thank you so much for watching this cheesy video. If you're still watching, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because it helps me a lot and it means a lot to me. And I'm just gonna go and enjoy my birthday now. And as I always say, I wish you the best of luck today, tomorrow, and every day. Bye!